Vague refers to something that is unclear or imprecise in its meaning or intention. Inconsistent, on the other hand, refers to something that does not remain the same or is not uniform in its behavior or quality.
Wait,
Hello,
we
everybody.
make stuff up? We follow a specific script. Never off topic, no tangents.
That's not our
Always
job.
following your notes.
Yes.
Is there some
We don't
other way
make
to
stuff
do
up
it?
on the fly. No. 100% scripted-ish.
We're like the kings of order.
Hi, boys.
Hey.
How you doing? How you doing?
I'm just glad to not do anything this weekend.
My Pittsburgh Steelers blanket would have been in the background someplace, except it's being washed right now. You know, with the season starting on Thursday, but training camp starting last week, football is here, y'all.
Oh yeah, we have our
Look!
first
I just realized. I didn't even realize preseason game. Yeah, Hall of Fame game on Thursday. Duke's representing. Already got the football shirt on for the getting the start.
Word.
Somebody's ready.
I'm still repping hockey.
Wow, this
still
dude.
isn't past it yet. Still isn't past that loser team.
Nope.
Can't even fucking take it home. Like, get all the way to the edge, get you guys all excited, and then just fucking shit the bed.
Yeah, fucking blue balls the rest of the way.
We'll live somehow.
So anyway, as y'all can see, I've moved.
Yeah.
Back there is a bunch, all the stuff that needs to go on eBay, not the big medium box, but all the stuff in front of it. It's a lot. That's all the eBay. So most of it's all Funko.
Got a fat stack of Roosevelts.
Yeah,
that's actually belongs to somebody that I need to put them in the mail. Luckily, I do have empty boxes. It's just a matter of.
So Duke has a fat stack of Roosevelts there.
Yeah, that whole stack. I'm not even kidding. That entire stack is his.
Guys, that was just a wish list. That wasn't like you have to get every fucking thing.
Hey. Look, we talked about that. We talked about that when we got back from con, and it was like, does Duke not know how we hunt? If it's on the list, we're getting it. Unless there's like some circumstances that we can't, like, I don't know. There was one.
Butts on
things. That one was a short area, which means the line was capped after 10 people type of thing. So it was never a short line. But everything else, dude, have you not learned yet? If it's on the list, we're busting our ass to get it. We're not leaving you out.
That's why I stay home, because between buying stuff and actually going, I would be broke for the next 2 years.
You know what's funny? This saves you like $2,000 for us just going and getting your shit.
Yeah. I mean, you guys are already going to be there. But yeah. So I mean, I guess that leads us into the first note on Jack's list is so last weekend was Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Wait, Jack has a list?
No, I didn't actually make a list, but not this week.
That is the list.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah. So I mean, I'm guessing you guys had your own Comic-Con chats going on because it was pretty quiet.
Oh, yeah, no, we had a whole group text, like who's here, who's there.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of funny. I thought about that. I was like, we should bring Duke. I'm like, no, Duke would have 187 texts. He'd be like, nope.
Muted.
But that did cross my mind.
Duke has left the chat.
For real. It's for real, dude. A lot of it was obviously minutia anyway. Like Jack was saying, I'm here, I'm going here, I'm going to this booth, I'm going to that booth, I'll meet you here. So there was a lot of that. The stuff that I found relevant to, then I was like, I just hit you up separately.
So, I mean, let's chat about Comic-Con. You guys want to talk about the trip, or do you guys want to talk about the announcements? I mean,
you heard from my first part of the trip, because the last time we I was in Anaheim, because we went down early for Disney and wife's high school graduation. I like them young. Her reunion.
Who does it?
No, Lou. You like them short. That's different.
Well, that is the preference. If you're short and young, Lord have mercy.
Yeah, so we were already down there. We left Tuesday afternoonish. Went down to San Diego, made sure that we screwed off long enough that it was check-in time when we got there. And then, we just kind of chilled. I don't even know what we did Tuesday. Just hung out, rested. Wednesday, we went to go see The Odyssey in IMAX. It was pretty good. For being a long-ass movie, I was never bored during it.
Agreed.
Although,
It constantly kept moving forward.
If I'm Odysseus and I'm stranded on an island with Charlize Theron and my wife, and my wife Anne Hathaway is at home, I'm staying with Charlize. So, sorry.
Like you said, it's a common man's movie.
Yeah,
because we've all been there.
Yeah,
this is an either or situation.
Well, yeah, because he's
¿Por qué los dos?
Not spoilers, because you've had 3,000 years to read the book. When he's trapped and he's by himself, I forget what her name is, but he's on the island and she's feeding him the lotus to make him forget shit.
Yeah.
That was Charlize Theron.
Okay.
And eventually, I don't know, she like started liking him and she's like, I can tell you're not happy. Don't eat the lotus anymore. You need to remember.
And he's like, but I like the lotus. Give me the lotus.
Like, I love the flower. And then he builds himself that raft and he goes back home and kills everyone.
Wilson!
Spoilers.
3,000 years.
My memory is like 4 hours. Come on now.
Charlize Theron is Cersei, as an FYI.
I don't remember seeing her in the trailer.
Or Calypso. Sorry, why did they say... What the hell? AI. Fucking AI, dude. Calypso.
Yeah, Cersei was the witch that turned everybody into pigs.
Yeah. It was like, when I said that, I was like, no, that don't sound right.
Fucking
I mean, I'll see it when it's on streaming. I don't know if I'm gonna have time otherwise. Like, it's Tuesday worthy. Obviously, you guys gave it your thumbs up, so I'll give it a shot. It's just timing, man. It's just how do I get the timing to go watch?
3-hour movie, and suddenly you're going to bed at midnight on a Tuesday night.
Yeah, on top of old girl is off work not even until 7:30 now. So it's like, as soon as we can watch it is, let's say 8 o'clock. Let's say if all times out well.
Yeah,
we could catch an 8 o'clock movie, which means with trailers, we're, like you said, we're done at midnight, not even home till 12:30.
Yeah,
we went and saw it in 70 mil, and they didn't have any trailers, which was fucking hilarious because there's the three of us that go to the Tuesday movie. We like get our tickets, we go in, and they're like, "We're gonna go to the bathroom because we know we got like 35 minutes of trailers." They come back in 10 minutes in, and they're like, "Wait, the fucking movie started?" They're already like, shit's already going on, shit's blowing up, and they're like, "The fuck?
What? You didn't text
trailers? It's fine.
You got a text and be like, "Hey, no trailers. The movie started."
Well, the text on the theater.
So I think what happened.
He said only 3 of them were there.
The day before the film got fucked up, so they had to like rebuild it. So I'm guessing they rebuilt it and didn't attach the trailers back on it because the digital one was a backup. It wasn't the one they were primarily using. But I'm guessing that one probably had the trailers. But when they recut the reels, reassembled them, it looks like maybe the trailers got left off of that build, which I'm perfectly okay with. Make that happen to every fucking movie.
Yeah,
we don't need going back to no fucking 35 minutes of fucking trailers and commercials and bullshit. Like,
Spider-Man only had like 22 minutes worth.
Oh, thank God. Thanks. All right. I'll keep that in mind on Tuesday.
Yeah. Although I didn't see the Jumanji trailer ever. I thought that was like a next year thing. That movie looks freaking hilarious. I'm all over that one.
Every time I see those movies come out, I am so mad at James Gunn for turning Karen Gillian blue. That girl is smoking. And
she was smoking in Doctor Who, man. Come on now. Back Amy Pond, she was hot then, so she just keeps getting hotter.
Hey, she's been turning me blue for years. The least she can do is turn blue. Hey-o.
Fair. So Tuesday.
All right. So Wednesday.
No, you're on Wednesday. He's on Wednesday still.
Wow, it's very nice.
Yeah, so after that, I think it was about time for Lou to get down there. So I think we went back to the room real quick.
Wait, what were we on Wednesday or Tuesday?
Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday when we saw Odyssey.
Okay, so at that point, we were...
Yeah, you were already there. You were down screwing off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Lou got there at like midnight-ish.
12:45.
Yeah.
12:45.
On Tuesday night?
Yeah.
On Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. So just to catch us up to where Jack is, we left Colorado 8:30 Tuesday morning, and we just drove straight through. 2 of us driving, so no big deal. Picked up the rental car at 7:30 and got everything packed up and on the road and everything, breakfast, and gone by 8:30.
A wild battery car dying in the middle of the freeway on the way to go pick up the rental car stories. Everything went
no, that was an airport story, I think. Yeah, that was an
Yeah,
airport
what?
story.
But hey, you're not getting on a plane
no.
right now, so.
Knock on wood, there was no drama at all. We got the car. Everything was good. It was a Ford Escape, which I'm happy to have driven because that was on my list for whatever car I buy at the end of the year, and Escape was one of them. So I was like, all right, this is cool.
Escape?
I have to test it out.
I had an Escape.
Yeah, it was that or the Edge. It was everyone was smaller, and I was told it was the smaller of the two, the Escape versus the Edge. I was like, okay, good. That's what I want to know because I've had now, obviously 2 years ago, I had the Jeep, the Renegade. And now I've had the Escape, and the X has the Tucson. So the ones that I was looking at, I've now tried them all, and it's like I don't know that I have a preference, so I'd be okay with any of the three. It's like all right, whichever has the best deal. But yeah, car was fine. Got in, got out. We stopped maybe once or twice. Obviously gas. I think twice for gas, twice for food. Got in like Jack said, 12:45 late night or early Wednesday. It was pretty quick, got the key, got the parking done, and went to bed. It was not a whole lot of thinking on that one.
Nope.
And then when we slept in, it was like no setting alarm. We just woke up when we woke up. Old girl, never been to Coronado Island, so she wanted to check it out. We went over there. I was the sand was not as bad as I thought it was going to be, except the soft parts. Like walking to the beach is the weird part. Walking to the beach, that soft sand, I'm kind of like stepping, like stomp stepping with wide legs, so none of the sand kicks up. It was looking really weird. But when I got down to closer to the water, she was like, "It's harder down here," and I was like, so I went
yes, it is.
off of the side.
Yes.
Yeah, I was like, "You have no idea, girl. I'm at the beach with bikinis and half your boobies hanging out, so I'm okay." But yeah, when I stepped over closer to the water,
boobies hanging out too.
All of my boobies was hanging out. I didn't even care. But I was like, "Oh, you're right. It's more solid." So I just stayed up at that. And don't be wrong, I was eyeballing the water like it was trying to steal my wallet. but I kept my distance. She picked up an aerial bra or two that she found walking around, so I was like, that's cool. And then walking down, and, this is like late morning at this point, walking down, some dude's trying to creep up on me, and I'm like, oh, I'm about to throw down right here on the beach. Here we go. I look over, it turns out it's Bill. I'm like, oh, shit, it was so cool. Because he had me. I had no idea because I'm not paying attention, right? He comes off to the side and he's like, dude, I think that's Lou. And yeah, so I got to hang with Bill and Jane and Pat and Brooke and Nolan. Dude, we were just trying to walk down the beach. We ended up talking with them 35, 40 minutes. It was so cool. It was just no planning whatsoever. It was just, we're walking. Here they come, and then and it was, and they're telling us, go check out the Coronado Hotel, and just different things that they do when they're there because it's kind of a regular thing for them. So that was a nice, pleasant surprise to do that.
I just like the fact you almost knocked him out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was just like,
you're like
I
taking your earrings off. You're not taking your flip
flop off. He's not taking his shoes off. So the
chocolates are staying on.
Not taking the shoes off. Not taking the shoes off, but I did move my keys to the other pocket. It was like, all right, I'll have like, since you lift your hands up, they'll hit something in your pocket. Like, okay, let's get that out of the way. So I moved the keys to the pocket. It was like, okay, we're good. But yeah, so we ended up going to the Coronado place and then left it. What? Jack over there. And after that, we went. We had to go. Oh, girl, like broke a strap on her shoe, so we had to go get new sandals for her.
Did you start singing Margaritaville? Blew out a flip-flop. Stepped on a Pied Pop.
No.
All right.
This guy, fucking Jimmy Buffett over here. Wow. That's a hell of a reference, dude. I'm going to give it to you. That's good.
You're welcome.
But yeah, so we ended up going to... we went to Target. They didn't have shit. So we're like, let's just go over to the Saba Shopping Center. And there was like a DSW... I can't remember what it's called. It's not Abercrombie, or maybe it was Tommy Hilfiger.
Hollister.
I don't know, one of them. But I think it was maybe DSW or we went to Marshall's too. But she found some shoes, not quite the right size. Ended up getting a blister because of it at the end of the day. But no, we did that. Went back to the hotel because I forgot the parking freaking thingy in my backpack, and I forgot my backpack. So Well, I didn't really forget my backpack. I didn't plan on bringing it because I was like, well, we don't have preview night, so what do I care? But then I forgot about the parking. I was like, oh, I could probably pull it up on my phone, but I don't know if they'll accept that at the
Right,
parking.
and then they need
I was
it on
like-
your
I was like,
dashboard, and
exactly. I was like, let's not risk it. It's right across the street from where the shoe place is. No big deal. Let me run up and grab it. So did that. Ended up back at the con. Did some con store shopping. And around this time, I think Jack and the group, they were starting to work their way back down. So I was like, okay. We ended up going to get our stickers for our badges. Handled that. Only took about half an hour, 45 minutes. Once they got somebody who's specifically in line to handle the stickers and not just all the other stuff that goes with that line, it went. We just had to wait till we got to that point. Once we got to that point, it was flying. And then we went over to Seaport Village, and I learned something. I learned there's a second part to Seaport Village. There's once you cross the street.
Seaport Village.
Yeah. Like I thought it was just like the 10 stores on the one side of the street. It turns out there's like 50 more on the other side of the street. And
There's another side of the street, Lou? What? You've only been going to fucking Comic-Con for 25 years, and you just now.
I've only been to Seaport Village 3 times. So, 4 now. 4 times. So I was telling her, I was like, yeah, there's nothing to see over there. So it's just this, blah, blah, blah. And then we go into another store and they're like, I'm like, yeah, we're talking to the people in the store. Yeah, we're looking for this place that has these fancy socks. He's like, oh, it's probably the one down over here at the other end of Seaport Village. I'm like, what? There's more past the street. And the lady looked at me like, yeah, she looked at me like, yeah, there's a lot more. I'm like, get out of here. And she's like, no. There's this is a whole food court and all. I'm like, wait, what? I didn't know any of that. So we went to that side. And my eyes got all big. I was like, oh my God, there's so much over here. I've been missing this for how many years? So that was great. And then at that point, that's when Jack and the group was like, hey, we're on our way. How'd you get over there? The streets are blocked, blah, blah, blah. So I gave them the directions that I took.
It was drama.
Basically, same BS from last year. They haven't fixed the road yet, so we had to go around the long way.
It's been under construction for like 2 years now.
Yep.
So
they made it over, and we waited for Jack at Seaport Village, and then we just kind of hung out there for a little bit.
Yeah. So we got our
no, we didn't. No, we didn't. We were going to. Then we met you at the store. We met you at the shopping center.
Yeah.
Okay.
So wife took the girls in because they had preview night.
Rewind back to after Odyssey for you.
Oh, yeah. So then we got our backpacks from the hotel. So it was just the AMC on the other side there. Went down there. Traffic sucked. Took us a minute to get down there. So we went to go get our stickers, take little one in to get registered. And then they went to go line up for preview night because I didn't have preview night. So I'm like, well, I'll just go to the store and see what they have. So I went to the store, and then Lou's like, hey, we're just screwing around too. We're going to go do this, but no, you know what? We'll just come hang out with you. So he came over. We went to the store.
When you say the store, what do you mean?
The Comic-Con store. Yeah, Comic-Con merch store. It's over next door at the Marriott. You've been over there. You were with us when we went to the James Arnold Taylor Christian Jesus religion panel. It's over that way.
I think so. Okay.
Yeah.
And the legal panel with the Transformers.
Yeah. The one that we walked miles and miles and miles because it was like the last conference room.
Honestly, yeah, that's basically it.
Mm-hmm.
But it had water. But it had water
machines.
Stations.
Yeah. Water stations. So totally worth it.
So bought a bunch of stuff,
but not the cool thing they were sold out of.
Is this? You don't usually get a bunch of Comic-Con related stuff.
No,
at least in my experience.
I need a lanyard. I needed a lanyard because I gave wife and the oldest my regular Comic-Con lanyard.
And thankfully, you don't have a drawer of like several hundred of them.
No, at all. I just didn't even look at before I left. It goes in my Comic-Con bag. That's all they bring.
But they got their registration bags. There's a lanyard that came with it.
I know. But it was just to make it easier on them.
Gotcha.
But
so they already had it. Yeah, they already had it.
But this one's cool. It has leather on it. It's for Comic-Con and WonderCon. And it has 2 extra key rings. So I can hang shit on it.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know it did.
So then little one got in trouble.
Yeah.
So I had to swap badges with wife. illegally, so we could go back in. She did get my Roosevelts, though, so that was nice. She bought herself one because she was mad, and there was drama with that because...
Screwed up the numbers.
They went to the wrong booth. They went to the regular booth instead of the Star Wars booth. And technically, her thing did say she wanted that booth, but there weren't different raffles for the other booths.
Yeah, there were.
Oh, were there?
All three booths had raffles.
Who knows?
So what happened was she probably tried them all, won the regular, and thought she won Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Or thought the one she could go to anyone.
Yeah. Thought because she won one, she could do all three.
Yeah. But
drama. So you had to come in and save the day?
Yeah, so I grabbed little one. Did I take her back with me? No, they went home with you guys, right?
Yeah, I was going to say, once you guys swapped, and it was like, okay, we're going to go ahead and leave, then it was like, you guys can, the two of them can either stay or go back with us. And they were like, oh, no, there's no reason for them to stay either. Like, we'll just all go back together. So that's what, him and Oldest.
It was just you and the little one.
No, it was me and the big one.
No.
You and the big one. Oh,
right.
Okay.
Yeah. We went back in and did regular Wednesday night stuff, walking around, getting what we can.
How did a Wednesday night feel to a normal Wednesday night?
Same old, same old. There's no such thing as preview night anymore.
Yeah. It's just Wednesday.
It's just Wednesday.
The 5th day of Comic-Con.
Yeah, just Wednesday that starts at 6. That's it. It's just Wednesday that starts at 6. There is no preview night. Hasn't been preview night
or anything.
Once they started selling preview night was
once they started selling it.
Yes. Yeah, once preview night was a separate purchase. Yeah.
Then it just became a 5th night.
Yeah. But we did okay. It wasn't as productive as if all of us had been there.
Yeah. Where we could spread out.
Yeah. But we did all right.
So, you know what? I'm jumping ahead, though. But we were really good at the spreading out and getting shit for everybody. It worked out really well.
Yeah, come Thursday, when we got our game plan together, it worked out really well. So we just went home, and after we finished up there, went home. They were all eating. No.
Yes. We had just finished eating.
No.
We had just finished eating.
You had just finished eating.
No. Yeah.
And then I think that we went to Denny's afterwards because you guys had a full meal.
Yeah.
And wife and little one just had a little something, but little one doesn't count because she eats everything anyways. So we had Denny's. We went over to Denny's.
I would say something. Little one had that Jack in the Box meal. That was, you know what though? The taco was too spicy for her, so she didn't have that. So she just had the burger and fries when all was said and done. Yeah, I guess she really didn't eat all that much.
So Denny's, then bed. We got up on Thursday.
6:30.
Me and the girls went with Lou. I don't think wife even came on Thursday.
Thursday was, I think that's right. She was there Friday, Saturday.
Yeah.
And you guys had good parking?
At the Hilton. Like we normally do.
Yeah, so not too bad at all.
Yeah. If you can't get Convention Center, Hilton's acceptable. And Thursday we lined up. We're like, okay, do we need anything from Roosevelt's on Thursday? If yes, run by the booth, get a wristband. I think I took the girls over to try butts on things on Thursday. Lou went to BB Cre-8.
Yep. And then Allie went to, oh my God, there was a booth
did she go?
In the other corner.
She went over to the banner, the art lady.
Yeah.
Because she beat us over there. She was in and out before we even got to butts on things.
Yeah, because you were there Wednesday night and you forgot something, I thought.
Yeah. And then she also wanted one too.
Yep, and she was going to go there anyway, so she was going to pick up yours there. Yeah, so that's where she went. Yeah. And then, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. And then butts on things sucked. We circled, we did 20 laps around the line waiting for it to open. And it opened and all these people came out of nowhere. They were falling from the ceiling. They were coming up out of the sewers and shit. And I was like, the fuck? So I'm like, nope, this sucks. And then we bounced and we went somewhere. Where did we go?
Then I went to BB Cre-8, got a return line pass for 9:30, and then went over to Symbiote.
Yep. Let's see. Yeah, we texted a lot. I was going to find out where it says butt sucks. Look, we were
probably
busy.
every text that was referring to butts on things said butt suck.
Yeah. Let's see. Cupcakes, Roosevelt's. Butts is capped. Lou went to Symbiote. We were screwing off, and we were able to get some Mattel stuff online. That's when I got your Skeletor.
Oh, that's right. That was in. They let us in right when that went on sale.
Yeah.
Because I finished my order like walking through the convention center, walking through the exhibit hall.
I said, Butts is stupid as fuck. Lou said, fuck him then. Come over to Symbiote. And then that's when we went to Tentacle Kitty to shut Little One up. And then Lou sent me a picture of all the pins that Symbiote has. And we ended up with a lot of them. All the Dinobots.
All the Decepticons.
Yeah.
And you didn't get Devastator. I did, yeah. And we didn't get the auto. But I ended up, that picture, I ended up getting the 5 Dinobots, the 3 Decepticons, the Decepticon insignia.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got the My Little Pony pins for between you and Allie and my coworker. And then 3 T-shirts, one for me, you, and her, and then the raccoon for her, and then the shoulder buddy for me and you.
Yeah.
Symbiote was a $500.
Cool as heck. Look at him.
He really is.
That was like the one booth that I didn't ask for something from.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, by far that was my biggest day one purchase, and then my biggest day two purchase, or my second day one was BB Cre-8. BB Cre-8 between BB Cre-8 and Symbiote, the first hour of the morning was $900.
Yeah. Let me see if I can pull up the picture from Symbiote. Maybe.
I'm trying to remember like what we did afterwards.
Oh, all right. Let's see if this will pull over. Open.
Survey says.
Yeah.
Share video.
Let's see. There we go. So those of you on the YouTube should be able to see it. That's what Symbiote had. But
we ended up with a G.I. Joe pin. That's all right.
What's that?
They had G.I. Joe and Cobra.
Yeah, they had a G.I. Joe and Cobra pin. No idea. Had no idea.
No clue.
Probably for the best, though.
Yeah. You spent enough money, damn it.
I know shit.
I'd say, well, let me know, because I got the My Little Pony pins for basically everybody else but me, because I was going to go back and get them and then kind of forgot. But I wasn't like high on them, so it was like, if I got them, I got them. I didn't. So if I make a purchase to get all 6 ponies, or 7, I think there was one more there.
Okay.
I think they had the main 6 and then one more. I'll let you know, and if I do, I can grab your G.I. Joe / Cobra pin if you want one. I'll add it to my order.
Hey, thank you, sir.
So then that was about 9:30. So I went to go find Lou at BB Cre-8. Well, he went to Beeline to get something for you. And then he went to go look at the Transformer prints on the way out.
And you guys got your Roosevelt's
wristbands. Yeah, we didn't miss out on anything except for Saturday when they did the Chaos drops. I missed the
thumbs up Mickey.
Well, no, the Darth Maul.
Yeah, the Maul. You know what? I didn't actually want that one. It looks cool and all, but it wasn't like, ooh. I honestly like the Thundercats one. Did you guys
put a picture of that one up, or?
It was online, so I think I just sent it in the group text. The Comic-Con one?
Yeah, because it was available on the website, on the Roosevelt's website.
Oh, there you go. There's Lou on the beach.
On the hard sand.
On the hard sand. Did you see on the picture of the upper left over there? That soft shit, that's where I had to do the walk with the wide step and stomping. Yeah, that shit, I was like, I don't want to kick it up and get it most. So, yeah, there, when I'm holding their shoes before they broke. Yeah, that part was fine. She was. Fuck yeah. Hell no. I looked at her like she like the most disgusting thing I'd ever seen. I was like, man.
She was on the beach barefoot drinking a big fat glass of milk. It was like, nah, we break it up.
Like, I'll pick you up on Sunday. You enjoy yourself.
Yeah, so then that's when I went to go do Mattel. They let me in an hour early because they were freaking dead over there. So I was able to get the derpy cars. Obviously, I should have got more Skeletors, but lesson learned. And then we camped in Hall H the rest of the day.
Yeah, you did say that, yeah.
There was a Directors on Directors panel. The big one wanted to watch because Zach Krieger was there, the guy that's doing the new Resident Evil movie. He did Weapons and Barbarian. So she wanted to see that. So we camped at Hall H. We saw the Wolverine game.
No problem getting
No? At all?
Not for that day.
No. What did we walk in on? I forget what we saw at first, but then it was the Wolverine game.
Oh, my schedule's upstairs.
Stuart saves the universe, or fails to save the universe. They showed us the first episode. I enjoyed it. I watched it again with wife at home. I still liked it. It's different than Big Bang or Sheldon or George and Mandy's wedding or marriage, but it's kind of cool. It's like dimensional rifts. It's kind of like Sliders or Quantum Leap almost. He keeps going to different dimensions, trying to fix the broken dimension. But I like it. It's Stuart, Kripke, and the fuck is that guy's name?
The big rock guy?
Yeah, the big dude with the beard, the geologist, yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, though, before you go on with that, Allie was telling me about it, and because you made the comment you wanted to hear Kripke without his list.
Yes.
And I'm like, wait, that's fake? He doesn't really sound like that?
It is.
I did not know it was fake.
His voice still sounds the same, but there's no lisp, and it's so weird.
Yeah, I did not. I thought they just hired an actor that had that lisp and couldn't pronounce a W, so I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah, no. It's the exact same voice, but no lisp. It was the weirdest thing. It's like when you watch like Tom Holland speak British, you're like, hold on, sir.
Oh my God, beginning of Spider-Man. I was like, what the hell? He's doing that
top
intro.
Of the morning. I hope you watch Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'm just like, Allie said the same thing. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot he was a Brit.
So yeah, we saw that. We saw a panel for the new Avatar movie, The Last Airbender, not the James Cameron. The Marvel Token Fighter. It's like a Japanese inspired token.
I thought it was just a bunch of black people fighting. Token Fighter.
No.
Wrong token.
No, this has like Wolverine, or it has Spider-Man and Captain America in it. I don't think they have any black guys yet. Yeah,
they're not going to either. The way Marvel keeps canceling all the black shows.
Yeah, they're going to say Blade's going to be in it, and then they're going to wait 2 years and then just silently, quietly cancel it. Nope.
Right? No Blade, no Wonder Man now, which is stupid because that was a great show.
Right? Whatever. And then we saw the director's thing, and then the Lucas Museum panel.
I joined you for that one.
Yes.
That's where we met.
Excited about it? More excited about it? Less excited about it?
Yeah, I even told Lil, I'm like, bruh, I would go to this without Star Wars. So I'm actually kind of upset that they had to add Star Wars to it. Because it's a big, like, pop culture...
it's a cinematic narrative. Yeah. It's a cinematic narrative more than anything.
But obviously they have the big Star Wars stuff. They have, like, Naboo fighter and all these props from Star Wars, because that's going to get people in the door. But to me, looking at it and just watching everything else they have, I'm like, shit, I'd go to that anyways. Because it's like goes all the way back to the beginning of cinema. It's a bunch of stuff from George's collection that he's just collected throughout the years. Jim Lee was on the panel because he has art in the museum. Because, I mean, it's fucking Jim Lee, right? You can't talk art without Jim Lee. And he's like,
you can't have a conversation about Comic-Con or comic book art without having Jim Lee somewhere in the conversation.
Yeah. So he was on the panel and he's like, yeah, I was collecting art for a while too. And when I walked through the museum, I'm like, that's where that painting is when I was looking for it. He didn't know that George Lucas had all these like paintings and stuff. But I am glad they're doing Star Wars because Seth Green said they're going to put finally Star Wars detours there. So now it's actually worth a trip going there to watch Star Wars detours.
I mean, it was before, but now it's even more so.
But 100%, I would go. So that part of Star Wars, I'm glad they're including. But the rest of it, they have like old World War II stuff, all this experimental film like from the 70s and 60s. Probably need to drop some acid before you can understand it.
For real, we both
some of that stuff we watched. I think it was the Bicentennial from like 76. I was like, I don't know what's going on here.
Yep. I was like, man, I am not high enough for this part. It was wild. But I would say Jack hit the nail on the head with the biggest compliment for this thing was they didn't really mention Star Wars during this panel. And we were all like, I cannot wait to go to this thing. And then it was like, oh yeah, Star Wars is going to be there. That was an afterthought. That's how awesome that panel and the way they presented it to get interest. It's one of those, absolutely make a point to go check it out type things. Like this might be a bold statement, but if we arrive, this is not going to happen likely this year because of timing. But if we had arrived early on Thursday for the Disney trip, like I would skip the cantina and go check this out. Mm-hmm. Assuming you can only do one or the other, I would pick the museum over the cantina. That's how awesome they presented it.
So that puts you guys till looks like 6 o'clock or so in the evening. So
that's about when the floor ends, I believe.
7, yeah, right? Floor ends at 7.
Because then the programming runs for a while after that. Did you make it to the Aliens 4D panel?
No, I did not.
Upcoming video games to be excited for. Stan Lee, the final chapter, documentary screening.
Let's see. Well,
that was on my list.
Texting.
Because we left after the Lucasfilm.
Find out what Aang is. Hall H will be empty the rest of the day. So, if anybody knows anything about Avatar: The Last Airbender, they brought out like the voice actors, and the girl they got to play Toph in this is actually blind. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Is the character blind?
Yes, he is. He? She? I don't know. I haven't watched Avatar yet. It's on my list. Yeah,
she's basically
she is blind.
She's basically, I won't say royalty, but she's up there and ends up trying to run away from home because she's a badass fighter, but family wants her to be this dainty princess.
Oh, and then we found out that on preview night, somebody was running a fake wristband scheme for the Funko booth.
Yeah.
Like they went down to Staples, just bought the multi-pack, found out what they were handing out that night, put them on and got in line. It was drama.
And nobody cares about Funko anymore.
Actually. I mean, it wasn't that bad.
They did sell out just about every day, though. Like when their overflow line started. Oh, first of all, their overflow line was badass. You just go scan the QR code. It's kind of like Lego. You push the button. If you win, great. So you go scan the QR code. Then at 3 o'clock or shortly thereafter, they start informing everybody that you either try again, or you have a return time at 4:15 to get in line. So it was like, that made it so, because the very first year, Allie and I almost got crushed. In that back wall, people were doing the vulture thing, circling, and then they opened the line, everybody rushes in. We weren't even trying to get in that line. We were just trying to walk by let's check out Funko World. So we check it out, and we're trying to leave that to go back down towards the other end of the hall. And they opened the gate as soon as we were doing that, and we got pinned in with all that. It was like, obviously, I got a little shoulder chucky, because you know how I get. So that is no longer a thing anymore because they do this barcode thing with the scan. I was like, okay, smart of them, good job. But I don't know. When all was said and done, for keeps, Funko, I think I had 2 things that I wanted for sure, just the Maul and the Magic. Allie had the Ahsoka. Jack had, 5 things total, I think.
Something like
between
that,
all of his people. So it was like, it's not that it's definitely not the way it used to be, but it still had a showing.
Oh, we did do a panel after that. We did the
you did one more
Marvel Rivals voice cast. So yeah, we left there.
And I think did we take little one with us at that point?
You
because
took
she had been with you all day.
You took her.
I took her.
Your girl came with us. Yeah,
that's right. Because she didn't want to walk her anymore because of her hurt foot, the blister. Yeah. I said just go with them, and then that's when I think I called Duke and got his 2 prints because she was with me when we got. Yeah, wish list. Hey, at least I called him on that one, and it was like, hey, here's the price. It looks pretty badass. But I forgot she went with you, and then I had a little one because then while I was waiting to hear back from Duke, we went over to the guy who does all the stitch on the different IPs and got her 4 prints from there because it was on sale, $10 a piece. Why the hell not? And then Duke called me in the middle of that, and then I went back to go get his prints, and then we walked a few other booths in the exhibit hall until they were done.
So Luke got I want to buy that. I want to buy that.
Oh my God! Every 5 seconds, we walk by a booth. Can I have that? No. Can I? Even with the prints, it was like, ask your dad to make sure you can have these. If he says you can have them, okay. And he said yes. I was like, all right, cool. And it was just going to be 1, right? But then it was like one for 20 or 4 for 40. And it was like, well, hell, okay. And then I was going to see, because she was checking to see if Big One wanted one, and she said no. So there were still 3 open ones. So I was like, well, I can have Allie check. I'm like, no, Allie's going to come here on her own and get 10 for $80, which she did it on Sunday. But so I was like, all right, just pick all 4 that you want. And she's like, really? Eyes got all big. I'm like, yep, any 4 you want, we'll get it. So we did that. And then it was every time we stopped by something, it's like, can I have that? No. Can I have it? No. It's like, we just got you this. You can't have something every 5 steps. Why not? I'm like, oh my
God.
Yeah, so we did the Marvel Rivals voice cast, and then we were done. I don't even, did we eat dinner that night? Was that Denny's again?
Was that Denny's night? No, Denny's night was the night where wife wanted Spaghetti Factory. And,
yes.
Girl had a craving for French toast because nature came in the way. That was
Saturday then.
That was Friday.
Oh yeah, Friday.
That was Friday. Yeah, that was Friday. So what did we do for dinner on? Jesus, what did we do for dinner on Thursday? I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah, whatever. I don't know.
So then Friday, I have Lou had a 10 a.m. return for BB Cre-8, and he didn't know what else to do with the rest of his life.
Yeah,
we had gone to the main Roosevelt's line because Thursday had something, or Friday had something we wanted. I forget.
Oh, yeah, I still have the picture, so let me pull that up.
So they pushed us to the back wall for overflow.
This would have been for Friday?
Friday morning.
Friday was Jeff and the floral.
Yes.
No, the regular floral.
Yeah, the San Diego floral.
I had Jedi floral and
Jedi floral was
Diego
also
Floral
Friday.
City. I had for both.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Jedi floral was also Friday.
There was just no texting about the Jedi floral because it's always the door that we come in at. So so the Star Wars Roosevelt booth, we just walk by, grab a wristband, and go on with our lives,
and then go about our day. Yeah.
And that's when Lou went to Super 7. He got the Thundercats pin, the cat.
The Lair, Cat Slayer.
Whatever.
Cat Slayer.
Let's see if I have it. I have my whole bag, my whole Comic-Con bag here.
Your whole Comic-Con life.
Oh, here it is. It was right on top.
Look at that.
That's a solid pen.
It's pretty big, too. But yeah, it was like $10. So I was like, all right, acceptable. I think it opens up or something.
I'm looking back. I'm like, there's a BB Cre-8 bag here that has all the Duke's pins in it. I'm like,
oh, yeah, it does open. It has little magnets. And there's a Lionel and a Mumra on there.
Mumra!
There's Duke's, people.
And that was...
Super 7.
Super 7.
Oh, I didn't have a number for that as far as limits.
Yeah, who knows?
Limit as in, like, how many you could buy?
Well, no, just how many they made. Like, or what the...
Gotcha. Production run? Yeah, no idea.
Yeah, I don't see
all I know is when I got there, there was something that was super popular, had sold out for the weekend already. But you could order it there and buy it there, and they would ship it to you.
And they would ship it to you later?
Yeah, they would ship it to you after the con, but they wouldn't charge you for shipping. I was like, that's kind of cool if anybody wanted it. But it was some doll, but I can't remember what it was. Or some action figure of some kind.
So I had both girls with me, so we were able to get the Jeff Roosevelt and the SD Floral for Duke.
And you got Allie's Jeff.
Yes.
Because Allie went to the Star Wars booth and got Duke's Jedi Floral. So.
And then
her own.
Lou went to, it's called Inside Editions. I think, Duke, you won something there.
Yep.
I won something. What?
Wanted.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Nothing was free.
Obviously.
I had Lou get these for me. They're like bag clips, and they come with little mini books. I thought they was cute, so.
That's strange.
You wanted something, I thought.
I'm looking now. I'm like, I don't remember him having Insight.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe it wasn't Insight.
No. The one he had was Icon Heroes, the KB Toys.
Yeah, the KB Toys, yeah.
That's the only I thing he had. And then Super 7, it was just a Cat Slayer pin for him.
And then by the time that was done, we got through Funko, or we got through Roosevelt. So then that's when we went to Funko. So Oldest won the raffle spot. So I was able to switch with her. They went to go watch.
Hold that thought. Was there any issue with that? Did they
No.
say anything? They just okay, you get in line versus you get in line.
These two want to go to a panel, so can I get in line for them? He's like, yeah.
Oh, that's simple enough.
He just checked her QR code that they sent in the email or something. He gave me the checklist and let me in line.
Cool.
Easy peasy. So they went to go watch the Marvel Rivals panel about the upcoming seasons and all this stuff.
Wait. Now I'm lost. I thought that was a video game. It's a TV show also?
No, it's a video game.
Video game. Upcoming seasons of the video game.
Yeah, like they do
What?
battle passes and stuff. Expansions.
Yeah,
they had
new characters, new outfits.
Wow,
story
dude,
and stuff.
That shit's involved.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Okay, cool.
Yep. This dude in front of me asked everybody except me to buy pops for him. I think he knew better.
Because you had to slap the taste out of his mouth.
Yeah. Well, he wanted these. So, like, the hot thing there was these absolute DC pops: Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman. Because absolute Batman's like the bomb right now. Everybody's reading it, talking about it. So they are $40 each, but the whole set was selling on eBay for $900. Yeah.
God damn. Was that the ones you guys were talking about before, where you were like some guy on one of your Facebook Facebook groups was like,
yeah,
hey, could someone pick these three up for me?
Yeah, he's like, I got a free fucking, yeah, I can buy something at UCC for you. UCC you can literally walk up to. Even when I did UCC later in the show, and I went up with my time, this guy walked up, he's like, can I get in line? And the guy's like, yeah, whatever. So I was at freaking Funko for a while. Let me see. So I got in line at 9:56.
We did a car run after that. I remember.
Yes. Lou got BB Cre-8 done. And that's when Ellie had Mattel. And they ran out of Skeletor right as she got up there.
Oh my God, the person in front of her got the last one. The day, obviously.
Yeah, Skeletor sold out 2 people before her.
Here you go.
And then she had a panel to go to.
Oh yeah, Ghosts.
And then that's when you came over to Funko to find me.
I was going to. But then I stopped someplace and you ended up going to the car and I saw the
Yes, I went to the car by myself. Yeah.
Yep. And I was like 5 minutes behind you.
Oh yeah, you went to Roosevelt's with her. Star Wars Roosevelt's for the Jedi florals.
to get the Jedi florals. Because I was going to make a car run. I'm like, let's just get what we can on the way out that way. And it was for her on her way to her panel as well.
And then,
so let's knock
at 10:45, I said, do you want me to start going to the car? Because Funko's heavy as fuck. And it was.
I was like, yeah, don't wait for me. I was like, just go so you can relax at the car. And like I said, I was probably 5 minutes or less behind her.
Yeah. So I got up there. I took my shirt off, just catching that breeze, because that is the best bonus of parking at the Hilton, is that ocean breeze.
And people watching from a mile away.
And people watching. Yeah. Dang, let's see. Oh, and then that's when I took a big one to go do a signing with some of the Marvel Rival actors.
Oh, yeah, you were up there for a while, too. Holy hell.
We were. Yeah, we were up there for a while. And then Lou was just wandering around with Little One and Allie, I guess. And then you guys found a spot in sales.
No. She was... Little One was with you, I thought, because she jumped in with...
She was, and then when you got there, that's when I gave her my soda cup for Wild
and
Bills.
Then she was with me.
And then
because Allie wasn't with me at that point. It was just the two of us. And then we went and found a table to relax after we filled her soda. And then eventually, Allie made her way back up.
Yes.
And then wife made her way back up. And then you two were finally done after a little bit. So, because when you were done is when we were leaving. Yes. Allie and I were going someplace. I heard.
Yeah, so when we were done with that, that's when, because Star Wars Day, so I went to the Star Wars room because we wanted to see the Star Wars The Experience, the museum, the traveling museum exhibit coming. So I'm like, cool, you know what, I'm just going to camp here because there was a lot of chatter about that panel online before. So I sat there, I sat through the Hasbro panel. It was a Star Wars Memories at Comic-Con.
The early days of Star Wars, San Diego Comic-Con and Fandom.
Yeah. So this guy was hired by Lucasfilm, and he did like a bunch of the PR and stuff way back then. And he is actually the guy that if you wrote to Lucasfilm and asked for a Darth Vader autograph, he's the one that wrote Darth Vader on there.
Craig Miller.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. It was pretty interesting. I did fall asleep during that a little bit, though. I mean, life. What was the panel after that, D?
A panel after that was the Making the Star Wars The Experience.
Oh, yes.
And then after that was Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, What's New on Batuu.
That's where
the Star Wars tourism visit.
Right before that, the experience one is when we showed up.
Yes.
And got in line, and then Allie was able to get in, and they walked her to the front apparently.
Yes, she did.
And then, but they didn't. They only had seats for one, so then I couldn't get into the next panel, which is Galaxy's Edge.
But Lou was wandering around while we were doing that, and he wandered by 100% Soft and got my NES dumpster. Sorry,
nice.
my 8-bit. My 8-bit dumpster fire.
Dumpster entertainment system.
Yeah, DES. It's like DEI, but cooler.
Sexy.
So yeah, the Star Wars Experience panel seemed pretty cool. Just like the exhibits that they're going to be putting on.
No, don't give me that. Don't downplay it. It was so cool. I'm outside in line waiting to get in for the next panel for Galaxy's Edge. And he's texting me talking about we're going to Philly in February. Yep. That's how excited he was.
It was all right. Oh my God, Blue, we're fucking going. I'm buying tickets right now.
Right. Don't let them downplay it right now. It was all right. You know, it was an okay panel. Nah,
guys,
what are we doing in February?
Who hasn't seen a Star Wars exhibit before? I'm just saying. Like, I mean, whatever.
But if we're bored in February, we should go to Philly for just, no reason. Just for fun. But they showed like a bunch of the concept and stuff for the exhibits they're going to do. One was a Han Solo and Carbonite, so they'll have like Han Solo and Carbonite there. But when you go around the back, it'll put you in Carbonite. There's another one. It was Queen Amidala's throne room. And on one side, it had Vader, like in a glass case. And the other side, it had Ahsoka. It was pretty cool. And they gave us a pin.
The pin was cool.
Share it. There we go. So we got some of the first merch from the traveling exhibit.
And then your Fan Bam shared theirs with us.
Yep.
Excuse me.
And then, so after that, we stuck around for by then, Lou started getting in. Once that cleared out, Lou was able to get in.
And then after that was Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
Which is their...
Yeah, that's when I got in for.
At this point, annual, right? Because it's the same group of people and everything.
It's like the third or fourth year I've done it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the same. It was the same people. Because I ended up running into one of the dudes out in the hallway, and we were chatting for a bit. But it was I remember him from the year before, so.
And I mean, it's entertaining. They talk about Galaxy's Edge, and they usually give us a print. So this year they gave us one with like original trilogy characters in it.
Since that's the new.
Exactly, since that was the new hotness. So there's Han, Leia,
Luke.
Luke.
Last year was like postcards, right? Or 2 years ago was postcards.
No, last year was the Cantina.
But
last
2 years ago,
I
thought it was like a set of postcards, right?
Yes, it was a set of postcards, a coaster.
Yeah.
I don't know if I went to that panel. I don't remember getting that. I remember last year.
Yeah.
I don't think I went to the one before.
But yeah, like I said, I've been going to that panel for the last few years at least. So,
what are their thoughts on the mixing of the timelines and all that kind of stuff?
They were okay with it. They're like everybody else. They're like, it sounds horrible. And then I think their biggest complaint was adding the music, the John Williams music from the movies.
Yeah. Sort of. No, the biggest complaint
was... You can't be mad when they start playing Rey's theme, because that song is dope.
They said that the music grew on them, but if you remember, the one thing they hated the most was a docks that looked like Walmart.
Oh, yes, because they like some Funko Pops and stuff in there.
Oh, yeah.
So it takes you out of the world.
They kind of bastardized it a little bit.
Yeah. Which I can agree with.
Yeah. It did. When they put the pictures up the way they did it, it looked horrible. You have like, oh, here's Docs. Everything looks great. You have the Sith, the holocrons, Jedi, the holocrons. And then there's a section of Funko Pops. And it was like, ooh, yeah, that really does.
But isn't that kind of what the Outpost Traders is supposed to be too? I thought that Outpost Traders was kind of supposed to be like all of the non-canon. Like that was where you would go if you wanted to like get the pops and stuff like that.
I mean, go to Star Trader right outside of Star Tours. Put all that stuff there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
a lot of the videos that I saw online that were talking about the new Batuu.
Nubatu.
was saying like originally they didn't like how it was, or they didn't like the idea, but then the way that they had it laid out, it actually like a lot of the videos I was saying, people were like, or watched, people were saying, well, why didn't they just do this to start with? Because like it seems like the way that Galaxy's Edge is built out, like the kind of the cross lines, right? You're never going to see Luke cross this line and go into this area because that's prequels or sequels or whatever.
Yeah.
But then they were like, I mean, if they had all this in the pipeline to begin with, why didn't they just start it from the beginning? You know. But I also wonder if like the Star Wars Hotel had something to do with that as well.
It could.
Again, because the stale timeline, right? Like it's the same thing, you know. And Star Tours is a couple years old at this point, and they're still doing the same stuff. And it's like, well, you got to evolve somehow, right? You got to move the story ahead some way, shape, or form.
What are you trying to load?
I've been there since they've changed it, and I will say, seeing Darth Vader walk around Batuu with stormtroopers around him is pretty fucking awesome. Did I miss it? Like when he wasn't there? No, but seeing it is pretty fucking awesome. After that, Lou and her had to go to Walmart and get girl stuff. So they did that. We finished up.
That's right. Because that's
what we had, Denny's.
Yep.
Did you guys make it to the World of Fallout?
No.
And I didn't hear anything about the Star Wars trivia party, so I'm guessing you guys dominated at that.
I wouldn't even go. You know, we wanted somebody else to win. You know,
somebody else to feel good about themselves.
Exactly.
So that was Friday.
So then Saturday comes along.
Hold on. What's going on? What are you trying to load over there on the screen?
Nothing.
I have the you're about to show a picture and the little thing is spinning. Anybody else have that?
I do not.
Oh, that's weird.
I did click on the experience pin one too many times, so maybe
we're looping.
Yeah.
Maybe share it real quick and then unshare it and see if it refreshes for Lou. Technology.
Woo. Yep, that's weird. Hey, if it's not showing up on your side, hopefully it doesn't show up on the pod. But
as long as everything looks good, then all right.
Yeah, it looks good for you guys, but me, I have us three on one side and the shared screen with the little loop like it's about to load something. It's been going for like 10 minutes.
Interesting. All right. So then Saturday. I think that was Duke. Duke shared the schedule.
I was just trying to refresh it. You want me to share the schedule again? I can share the schedule.
No, you're good.
Lou, did that help at all? Still stuck?
No, went right back to I mean, I saw your schedule for like a half second and then went right back to the circle.
Whatever. So exactly. Saturday, I think that was our big Roosevelt's Day, actually. I think.
Yeah. Because that's when the Muppet thing came out. I was in line. You were in line.
Yep.
All y'all. Everybody was in line that day.
Everybody was in line
because everybody wanted.
Then that's also we got wristbands, and then we bounced because the Rivals activation was doing pictures with Jeff to get a Jeff pin.
And I had a 10 o'clock return or something like 10:30 return for BB Cre-8. So I went and got my wristband.
The button. My name is Jeff.
That's right. You guys, because we got our wristbands, you guys bolted, including Allie.
Yes.
I went to BB Cre-8, got a 10:30 time slot. Once I got a 10:30, I'm like, well, screw it. I'll just go back to Roosevelt's. Got back in line, or not back in line, but in line for the first time.
You tried to go to Jazzwares, but you said nope.
Woo-wee. Jazzwares. They need to get back on the damn lottery.
Yeah.
They were given, after the screw up on Thursday, they cut the line after like 5 seconds on Thursday and said, come back at 11 for a line ticket. And I should have done that. It wasn't that big of a deal. It was for a K-pop thing, but it would have been nice to get it. No big deal. So we didn't bother coming back at 11.
So what did Jazzwares have that was so great?
The K-pop Demon Hunter.
There was a K-pop Demon Hunter thing, some Pokemon Meowth thing.
Yeah, the Meowth was the hotness. So I after going to the Roosevelt, I went over there. So Thursday they did that. I forgot about it, but the rest of the weekend they were going to do the wristband thing. But they didn't really have any organization for it. So on Saturday, we didn't think about it on Friday. So on Saturday, get my regular Roosevelt's booth line badge or wristband, head over to Jazzwares, and they opened the doors at 9 o'clock. At 9:00, I went over there, they had already given out the cluster F of wristbands by 9:04. So yeah, and there was still a crowd that was just fire marshal problem crowd. It was crazy. I'm like, nope. Then I went to BB Cre-8. I was like, F that. And then I went to BB. And then again, I got a 10:30. So I came back to Roosevelt's while they went to do the Jeff experience. And I stayed in line for a while.
Yeah. But then they did, Roosevelt's would do chaos drops just out of nowhere. They were like, hey, here's a new shirt. So on.
Because they didn't have enough fucking shirts already.
No.
And that was 9:30. Right. I know, right?
So it was online. I was like, dang it, I missed it, right? But Lou was in line, and they're like, no, they might have it here. So they did. It's a little niche. A lot of people don't know it. It's Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. One of my favorite Christmas movies from when I was a kid. So,
yep. That's a hill you'll die on, my friend. Yes. I remember us talking about that shit 20 years ago.
But they're so cute. Come on. They're otters. But
that would be weird if he was a ferret. If it was Emmett Otter and he was a ferret. Never mind. Go ahead.
So Lou was able to get one. We were like way behind him, but I was able to get my own. So it all worked out. Now Lou has something to flip. We all know how Lou lives flipping.
Very much so.
And then, so I stayed in line for all of that. And then, what was the Saturday shirt there?
I had the Thundercats.
There was the Force Unleashed. Yeah, that was we all had a Thundercat, which is why we all were in line.
Yeah. So we got Thundercats, and that's when I got you Aqua Teen. I got Aqua Teen for myself too, actually, because fuck yes.
Fuck yeah. Well, that's when I was like, wait, they have the Warner's license? What? And then you're like, oh yeah, they had it. I think Lou was saying, oh yeah, they had like another Adult Swim shirt, like.
Yeah, I think they
way
put
back
Space
in the day.
Ghost, so yeah.
Yeah.
So we got that. I forgot to get my Mortal Kombat shirt that day. Or at least at that time.
I thought you forgot to get it earlier, so you got it that time.
And then I got it this time.
Yeah, I thought you forgot it on Friday or something, so you got it on Saturday instead.
It's possible.
How were the sellouts on Saturday?
You know what? They were actually very good. They did not sell out of a lot of shirts at either booth, as far as I noticed.
Star Wars.
Bamboo shirts at Star Wars sold out.
Yeah.
Both of those sold out.
Bitmap.
The purple Vader.
So you didn't get the bitmap then?
Oh, I got it. Come on now. What's wrong with you? This guy over here.
It's like, I sent you guys $1,000 and you didn't get my fucking shirt.
Right.
Hang on, I'm going wrong. I'm disputing this shit right now. PayPal goods and services.
I'm looking at Duke's list. Roosevelt's, Dogfight Bitmap, Jedi Floral, San Diego Floral, Thundercats, Lord of Destruction. Motherfucker, you got all of them. What are you talking about?
And then I had to add Aqua Teen after that.
Weird. But
then
we were happy we got it for you, though.
From Wednesday, I think.
The which one?
Wednesday.
The purple Vader.
Yeah.
Wednesday sold out.
The synth Vader.
Yes. Yeah. That one sold out.
I did not want that shirt until I saw Allie's, and then I went back the next day and got it myself.
And wife bought it because she was pissed off that everything messed up on Wednesday, so she's like, I'm just buying it anyways. I was like, oh, darn.
It worked out because
I'm hate buying from
she is.
now.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Hey, she ended up with like 3 or 4 shirts, so one of us.
Wait, did she really? What else did she get besides the Synth
she got
Vader?
the Synth Vader, the Hanging There Ewoks. That one
that's right.
All the way sold out.
That one sold out opening night.
Yeah, she's got the leopard Mickey one, and then I got her the C-3PO one too. So yeah, she got 4 shirts.
Yeah, forgot about the C-3PO one. Yep.
That wasn't exclusive. That was just a regular drop that they like to do.
That was the Star Wars drop that happened like last year during Comic-Con. Yeah. Because online, Allie's going to get the Chewbacca.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because they did a drop on Friday on the regular Roosevelt site, right?
Yeah,
I think so.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, with the Kanan and
that's where the 3PO and the Chewbacca came from because
Dee wants the Chewbacca one.
Yeah, so does Allie, but she was like, "I'll wait till we get back and I'll use one of my discounts."
Also, I knew I have like that would make it like 10 shirts for me in like a week, and that's
That's like your yearly quota.
Fuck. That's 2 years. So Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday was Marvel Hall 8, so it was quiet everywhere else.
The floor was a little bit better. Oh, I had to run over to the store. Oh, that's what happened. I left them at the Rivals thing because they were doing something else. So I ran over to the store to exchange. Wife got one of the baseball jerseys, and they fucked up the stitching on the number on the back. So I was able to get that replaced. I checked for the Star Trek Comic-Con shirt. They did not have it.
Only a small.
He's only a little sad.
Sold out, or did they just never have it?
It was super popular.
Yeah, in the XL, like day one, we went Wednesday preview night. I was telling you, they didn't have it then. Thursday, I didn't check. Friday, they were sold out of the XL.
On a shirt?
Okay.
On a shirt, yeah.
Nice.
Because Strange New Worlds released Friday of Con for this last season. So I was like, all right. And then Jack checked for me. And it was one of those things where it would have been nice to get it, but it was like, whatever. Not that big of a deal.
Mm-hmm. So then that's when we all got back to Roosevelt's. Lou was already up at the main booth. We were in the overflow by the wall. Lou was panicking because his BB Cre-8 time was coming up.
Fair.
You know what? And when all was said and done, my 10:30 time, I made it there at 10:32, and they didn't because it says no, don't be late. But since Miguel knows all three of us pretty well, he was like, just get in line, dude. Don't worry about it. So I was like, all right, cool. But I mean, following rules. I was like, hey, I'm late. I was overdoing this. Their line went slow. Is it okay if I still? They're like, yeah. Just don't even worry about it. So it was fine. And then so I was doing that while they were getting through the regular.
So we were still in the regular Roosevelt slot.
Yeah. Then once I finished at BB Cre-8, I went to the Star Wars Roosevelt.
Yes.
Jack, did you make it to the Star Wars Zero Company panel?
I did.
Because I was at 4:00. So that was before you guys were talking about the Marvel.
Yeah, no, we're still at like 11 a.m., bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
But people were already in line for Marvel.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so that's what you meant.
They started camping out on Thursday night.
Thursday night, and obviously a shit ton more on Friday.
Twilight moms and shit all up in here.
Yeah.
You know what? We're ahead of ourselves, but I don't think it was worth it. But whatever.
No, at all.
Like I said, we'll get to that. We'll talk about that more when we get there.
I have a list of the announcements.
So then we get up to the front of Roosevelt's. We're checking out and everything. And the girl's like, don't turn around too fast. You're going to hit somebody with your backpack. I'm like, F those guys. She's like, no, it's the cast of Bob's Burgers. Do not hit them with your backpack. So I turn around. Of course, Archer's not there. So I was like, well, fuck these guys. That
was my first question. Yep.
So they're there. Pizza Beard's there. The owner of Roosevelt's there. And they're opening. Roosevelt's has Bob's Burgers trading cards. So they're there. Because Bob's Burgers was just going around to all the booths that had Bob's Burgers merch. And like doing their Instagram stuff. So we actually ended up on their Instagram. My oldest, you can tell because she has pink hair. You just see her RBF looking at the camera and then she turns around.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
No.
I kind of want to go look at the comments to see if anybody commented about that.
Right?
Girl must be a Futurama.
Then we were screwing off. That all got done. Wife came down. And we sent Allie to go wait in line at the Spaghetti Factory.
Oh, you guys went to Didn't she come with me to the Star Wars booth? No, you guys all went to the Star Wars booth after that, Roosevelt's.
Maybe.
Skip that part.
It's not in any of this, though.
Oh, okay, because I got mine because I wanted the Force Unleashed shirt.
Oh, yes. So, yes.
And then,
I got Force Unleashed and Rebels. Was it Kanan and Chopper?
Oh, I thought it was the green Kit Fisto Grievous one.
Maybe I did.
Because you wanted to see it in person.
Yeah.
Because that was Saturday's shirt. It really is. But Allie was like, I don't need anything for Saturday. I'm like, oh, so she went with me when I left, or got out of line rather. We waited for you guys, but she got out of line. And it was just you guys in line. And then it was like car run, lunchtime. Timing worked out where wifey was just showing up at the same time. Allie, like Jack was saying, Allie went and got in line at Spaghetti Factory, and wife showed up and met her like 5 minutes after that. It was perfect timing.
And that was the first time you were like, hey, I'll call you, and then we'll do the
Yeah,
the
the Artist
small
Alley.
Artist Alley, and I went, okay, I'll be here.
Yeah, that never. You know what? We never did Artist Alley the entire time.
We did.
Outside of the
Twice.
stuff that people knew that they wanted.
Yes.
Like you never
Yeah, we
did
went
like
and
Artist
got.
Alley, like
But the
yeah,
up
if
and
you had,
down,
like something. If there was a specific thing you wanted, you went and did it, but you didn't ever go and do Artist Alley to do Artist Alley.
correct. The closest opportunity. Again, we were picking up. Allie was in line for something. She was in line for half an hour for it, and then I picked up my Transformers prints, like the 84 that Jack sent us right before con. I went and picked that up for myself, and then the smaller card, the Megatron one, I picked that up while Allie was doing her thing. But that was like the only time we went to Artist Alley, really. And then Small Press, because you had a couple things at Small Press, we went there and still didn't even do an up and down to Small Press. We went to get those things, and then just the way the timing worked out, it was just we weren't together, or she was doing one thing, I was doing another. It was like, oh, we could do Artist Alley now. It's like, oh wait, we still got to do this, or it was tiring. It was like, yeah, this might have been the first time in a long time that we did not do Artist Alley, and Allie brought this up on Sunday. We didn't do the up and down. Usually we'll start at 100 and go all the way down.
Yeah.
And do an up and down there. We need to do that this time, man.
Dude, I don't even think I made it to the 100s.
Yeah, no, you were going to, but I picked up 100 soft, so you didn't have to.
Yeah.
It seemed like while your ambitions were as high as they normally are, it seems so far, the story that I'm being told, that it was way more loose outside of those times.
Yeah.
Like I feel like you guys kind of have, at least in the time that we've talked about your guys' time there in the year that I went with you guys, it seems to me that there was a lot more structure to how things generally worked when you guys weren't in line to pick up things. And it seemed like this year, so far, the story is that there was a lot more kind of like, well, we walked back to the car, or we just went and did this other thing. And we so instead of like, okay, well, now we're going and walking up and down the aisles, it was, we're going to go do this other thing. Panels or kind of panel. I'm going to say panel adjacent stuff, right? I'd say like all the rival stuff is all kind of panel adjacent, right? Like, so, but please go on. Sorry.
Yeah. It was fairly loosey-goosey. I agree. So we had dinner or lunch at Sketty Factory. I wanted to be back at the hall to get some X-Men 97 autographs. I got this print a couple Comic-Cons ago. It's very nice. That's a good ass
print. Redemption Room?
This artist, Dan Wiesenmeyer. I've gotten a bunch of his stuff before. He's worked on like the Lego games, doing like the instruction manuals, the cover art and stuff for him. He's actually one of the original storyboarders for the X-Men cartoon. I've been following him for years. But yeah, no, I picked that up a couple years ago. I think when X-Men 97 first came out. So it's been a couple years. But those lines were way too cray. So I'm like, nah, I'm good. And then, so we bounced out of that. And then that's when I went to the Zero Company panel.
Yeah, so you had the Zero Company panel at 4 o'clock.
And they gave us a pin. Again, it looks like a cool game. XCOM plus Star Wars. So I already have it pre-ordered. They're like, oh, you can get the collector's edition. So I'm looking, I'm like, $300? No, I'm good.
Yeah. Thank you, GTA 6.
Yeah. It doesn't even come with anything that great. It comes with a Black Series thermal detonator that they just announced from Hasbro. So it's like a color variant. It's like weathered. But I think the thermal detonator is like $40. So I'm like, no, I'm good. You know what? I pre-ordered the digital copy. It's fine.
I'll buy it for $40 and I'll pay somebody $60 to weather it, and I'll still be ahead $150.
Well, and it's also coming from Limited Run Games, and those guys take at least a year to send their stuff out. So they'll send you the game early when it comes out, but all the other stuff, it comes out next year.
I'd be mad.
So I ordered the digital deluxe copy, so I'm good. Star Wars Racer, on the other hand, they had a pretty dope physical collector's edition, so I did order physical on that. So then, while I was in the panel, that's when they did the Chaos drop for all 3 Roosevelt booths. Got a shirt. This is the Darth Maul shirt.
I think that's the route where we left. Yeah, because we called it early on Saturday.
Yeah. So I was like, "Are you still down there?" He's like, "No, we're on the road."
You're like, no.
I was. So then that's when I left, and I went down there like, "Nope, we're out of your size specifically. We have everything else but your size, because fuck you." I was like, "Dang it."
You haven't spent enough money with us this weekend.
Yeah.
All you had to do was buy a 3 and gain weight, or
Right?
buy
Yeah.
an X and lose
Yeah.
weight.
So Lou was already gone by that time. So it was what, 4?
5 o'clock,
4
something like that.
Yes, no, it's 4:18. Damn, we're already on the road and back to the room. So yeah, Lou bounced early that day.
Did you make it to Grogu's world, the science behind the Mandalorian?
No,
Selling the hit? The stunt one?
nope. Oh, where are we at? Let's see. No, I didn't do anything after that. Hall H, what's going on? Because Saturday was the masquerade. The girls actually wanted to be in the room where it happens. So they got us all tickets and stuff on preview night. And but Oldest, who's very into Resident Evil now, had gotten me registered for their offsite. And then that's also the night that I went to the Roosevelt's offsite as well.
You're welcome.
It was at the Moxie Hotel. It was okay. I had a shit ton of tokens for spending a shit ton of money. So they have a claw machine. So I got one capsule. It was a couple of patches and like a button or something. I wanted the koozie, but fail.
I wanted you to want the koozie for me. I was just
Totally.
projecting.
Yeah. But while I was sitting there, they dropped another shirt out of nowhere. And it was exclusive just to the offsite. So I was the first one to be able to buy it because I just happened to be looking at my phone. And they're like, "Hey, we have a shirt." So I went upstairs and I'm like, "So where is it?" They're like, "Here you go, sir."
And what was this shirt?
It's green, and let me see if I have it on the cloud still. But yeah, it's green. It was like SoCal based.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. Like the surfer, the skateboarder.
Yeah, it's like a surfer and like the 5 freeway, and I do not have it on my
it was
cloud
like
anymore.
the local, all the shit the locals would know.
Yeah. So it was kind of cool. So when I left that, I went to the Resident Evil offsite. It's for the movie. So you go in there, and it's a scavenger hunt. So they want you to scan all these tickets and these QR codes, which was horribly done, by the way. I was not a fan. The program didn't work or something. It was janky as hell. So I didn't really.
But it wasn't
win
150
anything.
degrees. So
No, it was at night. So I mean, it wasn't horrible. All right, here's the Roosevelt shirt.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, and here's my wristband at the end of Saturday night, looking like I'm going to EDC with all my candy.
Yep.
So yeah, so it was janky as fuck. The whole program thing, everything, it was janky as hell. So I only got the tote bag, the poster, and a free beer. So I mean, not horrible. But of course, my daughter's like, "Well, I need you to win the lunch bag and the T-shirt and the flashlight."
And you're like, you need to turn 18. You need to do this shit yourself.
Pretty much. And then in between all that, I had misplaced my Roosevelt's bottle, my water bottle.
Yeah.
So I had to walk from Resident Evil when I was done all the way back to the Roosevelt's thing. Thankfully, my bottle was still sitting on the bench where I was sitting. So it worked out well. And so I walked all the way back to the convention center. The ballroom 20 where the masquerade was full. So I just went to one of the overflow rooms because the girls were all in there. And for some reason, once the last one came up, everybody left. Like they didn't stick around for like the winners or anything.
Wait.
So like, hey,
you joined them in the overflow room? I thought they were in the actual...
No. They were in ballroom 20, and there were no seats for me. So I went to the overflow room.
Sweet. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said you went to the overflow room where they were.
Once the last contestant went, everybody left. Nobody stuck around for the judging.
That's weird.
So, yeah. But it was kind of cool to be there in the room where it happens. Because I've never done that.
Yeah.
The only time we've even partially done the masquerade, Lou. It was a couple years ago, and we sat in the overflow room.
Yeah, we were up in like 6 whatever, and we were just chilling watching it and
6
laughing
AB,
our asses off.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then last year, me and Oldest did it because you and Allie were at the Roosevelt's party. So we were in the overflow room last year. If I disappear, it's my battery on my lap.
Womp womp.
It was too much of a bitch to unplug it and move it from upstairs to downstairs because I had it upstairs most of the day until I can buy a second battery or a second charger because I forgot to do it this week. So I'll buy it during this week.
So that was Saturday. We were there hella late.
Yeah, you tell me you didn't get back to like after midnight, I thought.
Yeah, it was something like after midnight.
Close to it. Yeah.
And you guys just hung out in the room, Lou? Like, just chilled?
They went to sleep. I was texting him and shit. I'm like, hey, do you want this Roosevelt's from the drop or anything at the offsite? Yeah, pretty much.
I'm trying to remember. I
There's
definitely
nothing to remember. You were asleep.
Yeah.
No. But that was like
she'd already knocked that ass out. That's what had happened.
I'm trying to think because I know I slept for like 3 hours though, and then got up.
All right, let's see. Hold on.
And that leads us into Sunday, unless there's some more stuff from Saturday that I missed.
So Lou woke up at 8:37,
and that was after 3 hours of sleep.
Lou's like, "What happened at the Marvel panel?"
I did because the Marvel panel was 5 to 6, so I was like, okay, what's all the important stuff? Because I figured even obviously Jack didn't go, but I figured he would have got all the tea on what was going down.
This was important stuff.
Yeah, there were really just 3 kind of big announcements for Marvel. If we want to talk about those real quick,
Black
since
Panther
we're here.
3.
Yeah, so I mean, they opened with Ghost Rider, who's going to star Ryan Gosling, directed by
Sean Levy.
So take that for what it is, or your opinions, your mileage may vary. And then they did some Avengers Doomsday conversation. They brought a bunch of people out. Ryan Reynolds showed up as Gene Pool and as an audience member to ask a question if they were all done shooting the movie and if there were any reshoots planned that he could be part of. And then they announced
Black Panther 3.
I think that was it, right? Just those 3 things, really?
Yeah.
Black Panther 3. So the guy from Long Walk and I'm spacing from Alien Romulus.
The one where,
he was the robot.
The one where he was
the android in Alien Romulus, and then he was also in the Long Walk. Is now going to take over as the new T'Challa.
He's the son, all grown up.
He will be playing Chadwick Boseman's son.
Yep. I've seen the side by sides. Bro does they did the split face, and he fits him perfectly. It's cray.
And in both of those movies, he basically made the movie.
Yeah.
So
before the movie comes out, all the feminists will be bitching that they're replacing a woman with a man.
Shuri. Yep. She didn't want to be Black Panther anyways. If you watch the second movie.
Yeah.
But
they had already set that up in the post-credit scene.
Doesn't matter. There's the feminists will bitch.
So.
They won't have any intention of giving the studio their money anyway, but they'll still bitch.
The three big announcements for Marvel
were not very big at all.
Mm-mm.
They had clips of Spider-Man. They had no trailer because they dropped the trailer a week earlier. Like I was saying, the people who waited 37 hours in line, for each their own, you want to see all the stars live in person, you got what you wanted. Good, kudos to you. But information base, it was like, yeah, okay, I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah, so that does lead us into Sunday.
Sunday was easy.
Yeah, Sunday was easy. We did more Artist Alley stuff because that's Big One's jam. Lou made it to yesterday's and got one whole pin.
For you. I didn't get it. I got the Transformers anniversary soundtrack.
Oh, yes.
I got that because there's a Decepticon version. Well, there's a Decepticon and the Blaster, right? They had each one, Autobot and Decepticon. I just got the Decepticon one.
Cool.
And then Allie got pins for her and her son, and then I think only one of the ones you wanted was available. So she grabbed that. But we did BB Cre-8 as well, and then yesterday is...
Was Sunday the day you texted me about the Galaxy's Edge stickers? and it was like the whole booth was just completely like, you were like, what do you want from here? And I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, that was the one. There was. I was like, I don't know. I was like, it looks like it's a bunch of the Disney. Like you saw it in like it's Disneyland and all the Disney areas, and I'm looking at like I don't know what I'm looking at, and it is clearly after the fact. I could see it after the fact. It was like that's like the Main Street stuff, the buildings on Main Street and what.
Yeah. And then, of course, she names everything so similar. And I'm like, I think it's this one. And you're like, is it this one? And I'm like, no, it's this one. Oh, okay, wait. And so it's this one. Yes, okay, it's that one.
It's like, no, wait, no, you're right. It is that one. I'm like, because the names are on the sticker packs and all that shit. Like, so yeah, so we were at that booth for a little bit so we could have the conversation with Duke to get exactly. And obviously, Allie enjoyed that because she got a bunch of shit too. So
thank you, Sherry Lou Studio.
Right, for real.
It was the fun. It was the cheapest booth for me at Comic-Con this year.
Right, for real. Duke only spent $30 there. That was it. No. Your other print, that creepy freaking cat thing, Cheshire cat looking. Thing. That thing was only $15 or something like that.
Yay!
The cat thing with octopus legs.
Super excited to put that up in the house. Was it as creepy?
But yeah, there wasn't much more than that because it was BB Cre-8 yesterday's, the 2 small press things. I think that might have been Saturday. Actually, I don't remember.
And UCC.
But either way, and then UCC was the day before, I think.
Yeah,
Saturday. Because I was surprised as hell how fast Jack got through that line.
Yeah. Lou was like, "Okay, I'm going to go do stuff," and then I'm like, "Okay, I'm right behind you." She's like,
"Right?" He's like, "I'm done." I'm like, "Wait, what?"
Oh no, that was Saturday then because we came up to you when he was talking to. Yeah, because we were right by the small press.
That was Saturday. Yeah, so small press.
And then also on Saturday before I left, Hasbro had no line because they were sold out of everything.
Yeah,
except for what I wanted.
Nice.
It's worth it just because it's like a cereal box.
People just don't know, man. People just don't know.
Yeah,
it's like one of the best episodes. One of the best episodes of G.I. Joe.
And then
when I saw people's boxes,
people
were loving that box. That's cool. I'll give you that. That's cool. I can't believe that was not sold out yet.
Yeah.
And then next Monday, Hasbro Pulse goes on sale for members.
Hell yeah! Hopefully, I can get my gem blaster.
I'm trying to think. I think we did yesterday's BB Cre-8, and I don't know we did much more than that. It was like little stuff she got for her son, and like little stuff she was trying to get, like the standing cat thing at UCC, like little things like that. But then we were just about done and went back to that Stitch booth. That little one got prints on Friday or Saturday.
Yep.
We went back there, and Allie, like I said, got 10 prints, the 10 for $80, and a play mat to go with it that had basically all the Stitch characters on a mat. And then, then it was basically bounce at that point.
Oh, and at the Marvel panel, Captain Carter was there.
Yes. Very acceptable.
Yes, very acceptable. Agreed.
Haley,
Worldwide, Spider-Man made $927 million this weekend, so almost $1 billion.
Told you it was doable. Just missed.
Well, we went to go see Fandango.
355.
Fandango. Fathom was doing Willy Wonka today, so we went to the theater, and this is the first time in forever that they had both sides of concessions open.
When I got my tickets yesterday to watch today's viewing, the email receipt said, arrive 20 minutes early. We're having a higher than normal to expect, blah, 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 traffic and all that. I was like, damn, I had never seen that notice in an email before for my tickets. And it wasn't, it was Boulder. It's a Sunday. School's not in session yet. It was not, there was like 20 people in the theater. But once that movie was over, holy hell, the theater was packed. I kept stopping looking around because I had never seen a theater that packed before.
No, it's been before COVID. Any movie's been like this.
Yeah. Yep. Tightwad Tuesday's not even that packed.
Domestically, it is already the 5th highest grossing movie of the year. Like even on Friday,
just on the opening weekend.
Yeah, but I think it'll have legs because there isn't anything coming out for the next couple weeks. Like, I don't know. I don't think it's going to have a big drop.
Something comes out August 14th.
What's that?
Nothing next week. The week after, there's something I wanted to watch on August 14th. I saw the trailer.
House
today.
on Oak Street, right?
The house one, the dinosaur one.
Yeah. House on Oak Street. Yeah.
End of Oak Street or something.
But I don't know. I mean, yeah.
That movie, I refuse to give an opinion until you watch it, Duke, because no matter what is said, will be skewed.
Yeah, on
no matter
Tuesday.
good or bad. So I'm like, so I will wait. But yeah, there really isn't a whole hell of a lot coming out.
Mm-mm.
I am gonna watch. Like I said, the trailer to Jumanji was freaking hilarious. That looks so good. And the first time I'd seen it.
This upcoming Friday, the only movie that looks like it comes out is there's One Night Only, which is like a romantic comedy. So that's not.
No, that was the secret movie. Yeah, that was last week's
Sex Purge movie.
Yeah, how was that for being the Sex Purge movie?
We didn't go.
No.
Oh,
yeah, we were driving.
Week.
Yeah.
And then
I'm not taking the girls to see that. So.
And then Super Troopers 3 looks like it's the only other movie that's coming out next weekend. And then the 14th is Paw Patrol. Never mind, it's
over.
Spider-Man's over.
You're out, bro.
Done for.
And then yeah, the end of Oak Street is looks like the only other. And then the week after that, Tony. Oh yeah, that's the cook.
Anthony Bourdain,
right? And then Insidious is out that weekend. So I mean, there's like kind of one movie in the next 3 weeks that kind of has a little bit of a crossover, you know.
I have to start making notes for next week's pod already because we didn't talk about everything.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad. So you guys think it was a successful? I mean, how does this rank for your Comic-Cons as far as experience and stuff goes?
It was good. I mean,
yeah, I mean, I didn't have a lot of panels.
A lot more panels
than
I have lately.
See, that's the thing.
I saw more panels than I have in a while.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah.
It's like I was thinking about this earlier today. It's like at Denver Fan Expo, I was going like 4 panels a day. So I kept telling you, hey, I'm in a panel. I remember doing that with you guys. I'm in a panel. This one, I think I went to 3.
Yeah.
Did you reach out to your legal geeks and be like, what the fuck, man?
They were there.
Where the fuck were you? They weren't at a panel?
No, they were there. They had a panel. I didn't, it's my own fault for not looking, but they had 2 panels.
Oh, wow. Okay. I mean, I looked and I didn't, okay. What were the topics or what were they talking about?
One was Star Trek.
Okay.
I missed that one. I didn't realize they had a panel. Once I finally started looking at the book, I was like, oh, they did have a panel, and it was a bunch of different things from Star Trek. And then there was, I can't remember what the other one was, and I was going to go to that one, but I think that was the Saturday or Friday where something else. It was like, didn't end up going something else instead. I was like, it's either do this or do that, and I ended up doing the other thing. But yeah, they had 2 panels that last weekend.
Well, good then, because I think we talked about that before, was that we didn't see, Jack and I didn't see them anywhere on the list. So it's good that they were still there representing Law and Order.
Yeah, I think I would have went to the Star Trek one and not the other one, and I only circled the other one because I missed the Star Trek one, and it was like, but I wasn't all that interested in the other one. It was like, whatever. But yeah. So again, I'm with you. I'm glad they're still there. Next year, I'll try to be more thorough looking because I follow them on Twitter. I didn't see anything though.
Well, as always, thank you for endeavoring to pick up the stuff on my list.
Spending all your money.
Yeah, no shit.
Yep. Yeah, next year, his list's going to have 6 things on it. He's going to start, he's like, no, if I put this, they're going to get it. If I put this, they're going to get it.
He's going to go through like 5 different lists, and he's just going to curate it down.
Yep. It'll be 3 things that are all $10 each. Well, we'll have to see. We'll have to see if we're all suffering from Celebration still. How bad off we all are from
that. Will be the 50th.
I forgot. Celebration's 3.5 months before con, so yeah.
Hey, at least we'll have podcast content.
There you go.
Even if it's from a cardboard box.
The truth. Using
Starbucks Wi-Fi.
McDonald's. Shit. Free refills.
Any other notes from Comic-Con?
No.
Like I was saying, for me, it was just a little different because the comparison to Denver and going to a shit ton of panels and then going to, I remember going to 2. I'm sure I went to 3. I went to the Lucasfilm and I went to Galaxy's Edge. I don't remember going to any other panel. So I'm not saying I didn't. I just don't remember it. I know I didn't go into Ballroom 20 once. I went into 6 whatever. I went into Hall H. I think that was it.
You were in Hall H on Friday, or yeah.
Yeah, I went to 2 panels that I remember, and it was like, all right. But you know what though? I'll tell you what. I was a little more tired this year than before. I think all the moving ahead of time leading up to this was not smart. But again, it was last minute. I didn't know I was moving, so. But doing all that and all that stuff. So, but for me, it's a little different. Next year it'll be a little better. I think, because I'm not moving, because it's a 2-year lease no matter what. So I'm like, I don't have to worry about that.
You've had a lot of changes happen in the last couple months, so I don't blame you for being tired.
Between the job and trying to keep up with that.
Changes.
Yeah, for sure. But that was the job and trying to keep up and make sure I could get things done before I left, and then moving and then dealing with the drama of moving and
having to put the hammer down
I was gonna say things that needed to be dealt with. But it all worked out in the end. You know, it really did. I'm here now. Things are fine. Place needs some. Obviously, I just moved a bunch of stuff over here, so there's some work that needs to be done. But overall, though, no real issue. It was just exhausting. An exhausting 6 weeks leading up to it. Not even 6 weeks. I started, and then 5 weeks later, you know, I'm going to con. So it was like, oh my god. In a 6 week time period, it was prep for con, new job, move. It was like, oh god. And I felt it that Saturday when I was like left at 4, got to the room at 5, and was asleep till almost 9. So, but overall though, I still enjoyed the hell out of it. Still a great time. Got my bag of stuff was one tiny Roosevelt's bag. All my stuff fit in there. And then Duke ended up with 2 bags worth, and then the rest of the SUV was all Allie.
Was that 2 bags total, or was that just 2 bags from your side of things?
2 bags total. Like if I add the stuff I got, the stuff Jack got, and the stuff Jack already had for you waiting in Vegas, you had a total of like 2 bags worth of stuff. Yeah, I'm looking at, because I separated your stuff earlier today, so I knew what to find the right size box to mail. And I'm looking at it right now. I was like, I'll show you offline, but it was like, you know, it was probably just, if I use the Roosevelt bag, medium-sized bag, not even 2 full ones for you, I could probably just stuff them all in one, minus the posters, obviously. But yeah, but Allie went ballistic, as she always does. Now, a lot of stuff is bulky, like she'll have stuffed animals, stuff like that. So we're not talking she went overboard cost-wise. It's just size-wise. A big box, like some of the Mattel stuff is bigger box. And like I said, she had like 3 plushies. So, but yeah, already looking forward to next year. It's totally worth it. I'm not at the point yet where I'm like, you know what? I'm good missing this year. I'm not there yet. So I'm sure I will eventually, but I'm not there yet.
You have about 3 more years guaranteed, because I think I saw something that said they'd extended their contract
2030. Yep. So 4 years guaranteed.
Yeah.
They're not going to leave.
They ain't going nowhere. I mean, as much as they should go to Vegas, they're not going.
Nope. But anyways.
All right.
Okay.
We'll be back next week.
Yeah.
Movies.
Yeah, we got
football.
A bunch of other stuff to catch up on.
I'll talk about Resident Evil at Horror Unleashed down here at Area 15.
But otherwise, I'm glad you guys had a good time. Thanks for sharing your stories with me.
Hell yeah.
I appreciate it. And again, thank you for endeavoring to pick up all the stuff on my list.
Even if you didn't want all of it.
And now I know. But
I was thinking about that. I'm trying to pull up his list. I'm like, what do we not get? I mean, we didn't get the mystery bag because he said he got it online, right? Yeah, but you're right. I'm looking down. Butts on Things is the only thing that was not picked up.
That was for everybody. It wasn't like Butts on Things was a thing.
Yeah.
Like my thing was sold out. It was
right.
Yeah. All 4 of us wanted that one, and none of us got it.
Yeah. So, all right, gents.
Cool.
Well, have yourselves a good week.
Sweet.
Lou, good luck getting settled in, and we'll do it again in 7.
Yeah, we will.
Sounds good. Looking forward to your opinion on Tuesday.
Yep. I will be more than happy to share it. Otherwise, have a good week, everyone. Thanks for listening and or watching.